your security concerns in Rivers State, given how everything is playing out in the state yesterday during the eyewitness report? And when I asked the question what the mood is like, a lot of you, called in. Some said disappointed, confused. Other people said they were afraid. Now, I was talking with my colleague not too long ago, and she was telling me how an event has been cancelled, and I hear it's not just one event that has been cancelled in Rivers State. A couple of events have been cancelled, and the people, the creatives who were engaged to make those events, wonderful and excellent, have now been asked for refunds. I also am aware that certain schools witnessed. How do I put it now? Skeletal operations, because some parents did not take their children to school. And these are some of the information that I have. And so I want to talk security on the show. I've got a guest who will join us shortly because I've got questions that I want to ask. But you also can ask these questions. I'm willing to listen to you. But the question I'm asking you this morning is, what are your security concerns? Are we going back to those days? Of course, we've seen fake news also at play. We've seen reports of insecurity here, there. What are your concerns? Joining me to have this conversation is a security expert and analyst, Wanogho. It's good to have you on the show. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kalada. Good to be here, and good morning, everybody.
All right. So quickly, it's no longer news. Almost everybody talking about it. State of emergency in Rivers State. Very first question. Do you think, looking at it from the economic part, the economic reason they gave, do you think the whole explosion of pipeline was as a result of vandalization by militants or oil theft, or was it faulty pipelines? From your expertise, can you help us with that?
It would be quite hard to say. I am not able to make that kind of conclusion at this time. A proper investigation will have to be done, and then there has to be corporates. You understand? The only allusion to this being attributed to pipeline vandalism was the comment attributed to the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, SAM, where he blamed the governor for that action. But a proper investigation will have to be done. And as we speak, I understand that the same pipeline that was attacked is back in operation. So the Rivers people will be waiting to see what actually transpired, who was responsible, and the legal remedies available. What are the situations, with regards to law enforcement, and the criminal justice system that are going to be placed upon such criminals if there is any credible reports in that regard. I think we're waiting for that. So it will be hasty for anybody to attribute it. It is easy, of course, because there is men, social media, and what have you. So people could make such allusions, but make a conclusive remark with regard to how this happened and what happened. I think it will be rather hasty until a conclusive investigation has been done. And I want to believe that the appropriate law enforcement agencies will be on top of their game and conduct a strong investigation at this time.
We've seen.
Say again, Kalada.
I was asking what your security concerns.
Oh, okay. The situation with the state of affairs leading up to the declaration of the emergency by the president. After that post-declaration, the expectation would be they have redoubled their efforts. They man key and vulnerable areas to ensure there's no breakdown of law and order. I do not have any information that there has been any such breakdown for now, but preventive security should be what is ongoing now. Engagement for fear of the declaration. So maybe we have got a council team and together with the members of that team to resolve on the best way to proceed. I do not know if the administrator has taken over the reins of office in the state and if he has
not yet
motion in that regard. But that would have been the proper thing to do. The heads of security agencies, police, DSS, and we have a police, an army division, we have a brigade, we also have the naval base, and what I feel they would have to come together and decide on who is manning where, what kind of joint operations they are carrying. The proper show of force too would not be out of place. Of course, not to send fear into the citizenry of the state, to ensure that nobody takes the laws into their hand. That would be key for me at this time.
All right, so let's come to the people. Because you've talked about preventive security. How can we? What tips would you give we, the citizens, to stay safe? Because of course, it's very likely that miscreants may want to take advantage of the fear that is common in River State at this moment. What preventive tips can you give to us?
Well, for me, it's prioritizing personal security at the level of the individual and at communities. People should be very careful with regards to the movement that they make and where they decide to go with their movements. That's key. If it is not an essential movement, an essential engagement, we should not get involved in them. We should be wary of crowds at this time, because you have certain crowds that could be politically motivated, that could be troublemakers of sorts, in the manner of speaking, and they aim to cause chaos in society. So people should stay away from such agitated crowds. If you have no business in a particular location, you shouldn't be there. And of course, you shouldn't be ordinarily apprehensive, just be cautious. And I would advise that it's proper that people should go about with proper identification at this time. Be you a student, a business person, or somebody who works in the organized private sector, in the public sector. Have some proper identification on you and be able to explain what you are doing at any particular point you are found. And if you are accosted by the security authorities, you should politely explain what you are doing there and who you are. I mean, you don't have to be agitated, but to respect that. The other thing is, if you have strange faces in your neighborhood, you have people who ordinarily are not part of that your neighborhood, feel free to call the police emergency numbers. You understand? It's very critical. Because the tendency for some people is to go and cause chaos elsewhere and then blame it on the inhabitants of that particular location. You understand?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the people in that location are actually peaceful. So I would expect that local leadership of communities, the traditional organizations, traditional rulers, CDCs, the youth bodies should be well and alive now, because certain elements, from my perspective, would want this particular matter to escalate and to snowball into a particular situation where we don't have peace. So people should up and do it. And then the police always advertise numbers for the police control room and what have you, and such numbers. You have the local divisional police officers in the neighborhood, please call them.
All right.
If you have area and you think that the police will escalate it before it happens.
All right, one question. You say call the police in matters. The police or the military, given the situation in River State, that will be in charge of...
Not the police. We are still in a civilian administration. The person who was appointed, though he's a sole administrator of sorts, he's a civilian. He is a retired chief of naval staff, retired military officer. But it's a civilian, right? So the police should take priority. But being in an emergency situation, depending on how they want to go around it, I'm aware that the military would be given increased responsibilities, right? But the number one agency, I'm not sure the military, for instance, have such numbers available to the public. You understand? Yeah. Because normal day-to-day policing and other duties is not the strength, it's not the forte of the military. So I think the police would rank first. Of course, they will work in collaboration with the military and with the intelligence agencies like the DSS.
I know I said one last question, but sorry. How does this reverberate in the Niger Delta, the River State situation?
Oh, okay. From where I stand and from interactions we've had across the board, it is not going very well. There has been a groundswell of opinion, on this, because it has its implications for the economy of the region, of the state. Many people are not happy as to what has happened. Many people do not think it's so clear. That's the lawmakers who were elected by them. I don't think there is any provision that it doesn't feel that there is some action that will not be in tandem with peace and security. So these are the concerns that have been out there, and people are worried. You have publications, the South Governors Forum, I understand that governments, and these are political leaders, the former governor of Bayelsa.
I'm looking at it from a security perspective. You think it has any vibrations in the Niger Delta?
Well, it does. So at this time, we've not seen that direct, snowballing or escalation, if you like. But my take would be that I've heard that key persons are playing on individuals and citizens of the area to maintain peace.
All right.
maintain law and order.
Right.
That in itself may have served to restrict people from taking laws into their hand, which is a call I also want to join in making people that saying this constant back and forth police fighting, and many companies that care about coming to and put their money,
Right.
in Port Harcourt and Nigeria Delta in general. So I think that yes, for now we don't have any direct reverberations, and I think it should remain that way. But I think at the level of the government and security agencies, it should conduct their efforts. You should not expect that it would continue. You have to do something to prevent it from degenerating further.
All right. Thank you very much, if you want to go. Thank you very much for your time. We've talked about already. Let's not take laws into our hands. Let's be very security aware, conscious, not afraid, but security conscious. The police is still at play when it comes to security, and that. But I can't help but have this conversation, given that events that would have helped the economy of the state, people would have been paid, taxes paid to the government, now will no longer be a thing, will no longer be available to the state because of current situation. So what are your security concerns, right? Because these are some of my concerns and I'm sharing with you on the show. But I want to know what your security concerns are like. What is security like in your area? And what security measures have you put in place to ensure that things don't go awry in your home, your office, your business place, or even, on your way, en route to wherever it is that you're going. Just stay tuned to go for a quick commercial. When we return, I'll take your thoughts on the very issue. Dakuru Batsbor and the show Hello Port Harcourt. So I will start by saying hello Port Harcourt. Once again, good morning to you. Okay, so I'm asking a very simple question, very, very simple. What are your security concerns with the current situation? What is it like in your area as it relates to security, and what measures have you put in place? Are you afraid? Of course, there is no need for you to be afraid. But of course, used of course too many times, but then a lot of people are concerned about security in the state, event planners to the individual perspective to the UNI level, and I'm wondering what your security concerns are. I'm going to the phone lines now. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. Send me your WhatsApp messages and let's have a good talk. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Very beautiful morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Tell me your name.
Yeah, my name is Analysts. I'm calling from Wanogho.
All right, what is it like in Incorod, the security I'm talking about?
My brother, everywhere is good. You know, your radio station in any day, never had any crime rate in Wanogho. Because we are the most peaceful people in the vast state. That you can see, we have events in Wanogho to be everywhere is peaceful. Everybody is rejoicing. And we want to also thank whatever thing that is happening. For Bible study station, find that you give thanks unto God. Because in our Thanksgiving, everywhere is very peaceful. We are even inviting you to come and experience it by yourself. Wanogho is peaceful under Wanogho. Thank you.
So you don't have any security concerns, yeah? All right, I was going to ask you if you did have security concerns, but thank you nonetheless for calling in. Keep your calls coming through 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. 92.3 Nigeriainfo, a beautiful morning to you. Welcome on Hello Port Harcourt. Hello. All right, moving on. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Welcome on Hello Port Harcourt.
Good morning.
Still morning. Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel, calling you from Rumumasi.
Emmanuel from Rumumasi. What are your security concerns? What is security like in Rumumasi at the moment?
Well, movement, everybody is doing things. Just that, the population like before, not like today now, understand, because of the emergency something. But everywhere is calm. Everywhere is calm. It's just, let's use it just in a normal days like when we do our business. But just that, what I'm saying that the crowd, it's not much like before.
There is no much movement in Rumumasi axis, yeah? What I meant to ask is that there is not much of movements in that area. That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right then. All right, thank you very much. Let's move on to the next caller. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. A very good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Tell me your name.
My name is Onamba, calling from Rumolumeni.
Okay, so at Rumolumeni, what is the security situation like, yeah?
Sorry?
I'm asking what... Oh, my goodness. All right, we lost connections there. 92.3. Something is happening with the phone lines. I guess it's all poor network this hour. But keep trying to call in. The numbers are the same. Or better still, you can drop a WhatsApp message. I'm asking about 3 questions. I usually do have about 3 questions. What are your security concerns? What security measures have you put in place? And what is the situation like, the security situation like in your locality, in your vicinity? It could be your business space, it could be in your office, your office area, it could be your home or house area, or better still, you're on the road moving from point A to point B. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Those are the call numbers. 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Please turn off your radio set. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Chidi, calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, welcome.
Yeah,
What part of Port Harcourt are you calling in from?
from Q.
What is it like? What is it like, security-wise? What is it like there?
Very peaceful and calm.
Do you have any security concerns?
No. Don't even intend to now. Is there any reason why we should?
I'm just asking. We're asking the question.
No. Everywhere is calm. Everybody is going about their normal businesses. Everywhere is just the same.
All right. Interesting. Everywhere is safe and everywhere is calm, he says. Well, let's move on to the next caller. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. A beautiful morning to you. Yeah, good morning to you. Tell me your name.
Ezeke, I'm calling from Ubumini.
All right, Ezeke in Ubumini, what's happening security-wise?
Canada, before the emergency, Ubumini remains a cool community before now, just like the weather. Even if you are having a little shower in the community is very peaceful, no security challenge, everywhere is calm and cool. I don't know if you are getting me.
I'm listening.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your thoughts. Do you have any security concern, by the way?
As far as the OSPAC is concerned, we don't have any security challenge.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
I guess OSPAC is in charge in that community. Anyways, moving on. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Wonderful morning to you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Kalada.
Good morning to you.
Yes,
What's your name? Let's start with your name before you.
My name is Ezekiel, calling from Eche.
Ezekiel from Eche, welcome. What's happening in Eche?
No, it's normal. Everything is normal in Eche. Normal. Only that we're not happy hearing that state of emergency.
Whether you're happy or not is not the focus. I'm more concerned about security, and I'm trying my best to get as many calls as possible. So, you don't have any security concerns?
Normal.
All right then. Thank you very much for your thoughts, Dan. Thank you for calling in. Let's come here. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Yes, good morning. Joseph from Abba. What's happened there?
The place is Omagwa is good. There is a total tranquility in Omagwa.
Okay.
But the only problem you have, the only concern is that it is dirty. The waste that is littered everywhere.
All right. Thank you.
That is the challenge we are having right now, but everywhere is peaceful.
All right.
People are doing about their normal business.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling in. People are going about their normal business. It says, oh my, let's try this one. I missed it. Do call back if you can. I'm wondering, what your security concerns are. I should have asked the guest, I forgot to mention to him fake news and how we could tackle fake news in the time that we find ourselves in. Well, let's come here. 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
Good morning. It's God's time from Dajikebe, calling from Choba.
God's time from Choba. How was Choba this morning?
5 days come, and I believe that River State will be very, very calm like before. That's what I think.
You believe there will be no need to be worried?
There will be more peace in River State than before.
Okay, interesting.
Yes, I think I like the state of emergency.
Oh, all right. There'll be more peace. He says. He says Choba is calm. I've had calls from Choba, Omagwa, Rumumasi, somewhere in Rumulumeni. I've had a call from Diob where. But coming through, I'd like to know what it is like in Abori. Someone did call from Nkoro, right? And said everywhere is calm, everything fine and beautiful. 92.3 Nigerian, welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Welcome in Port Harcourt.
I'm Jafaru calling from Eleme.
Jafaru from Eleme. I just mentioned Eleme and you've called in. All right, tell me what's happening. What's happening there?
Everywhere is calm. Just like how the atmosphere is.
Okay. You don't have any security worries, right?
No, there's no any security challenge here.
All right. Thank you very much. I do wish that people who are trying to come into the state, who are trying to invest, who are trying to have events, be it entertainment, wedding, book launch, whatever it is, I wish they can hear you tell them that the state is doing well, it's peaceful, I wish we could take this image outside of this radio station so the people outside of River State can hear, because I think the perception outside is, oh no, River State is a war zone, and that's why I'm asking the question. 92.3 Nigeriainfo, welcome. What's on your mind? I'd like to hear.
Yeah, this Lucky from Alu.
Lucky from Alu. What's happening at Alu?
Yeah, Alu is very cool, very cool. Just that we're not really happy, but
Okay.
everything is cool.
Everything is cool. You don't have a security concern, right?
Yeah. Just that we are not happy with what happened. So let us take maybe to do to do. Let our governor come back.
All right. That will be a conversation for they in the political arena to conclude on. But let's see, what is the security concern? Because, like I just mentioned, it is a sad picture that is being painted. 9 this morning, all the national televisions were talking about River State. One had a popular elder, another had a former former aide of the president, the former president, or is it the former vice president? Another had, various Rivers people were on different television stations talking about River State. Well, let's come here. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Greetings, welcome.
Nigeriainfo, good morning.
Yes, what's your name?
Analysts speaking from location.
Location, what's happening? Usually location is peaceful. Any security concerns, yeah?
Before, Otakos has been very, very peaceful. No atom of skirmishes anywhere.
Okay.
What happened is that next weekend.
Let's not go into what has happened. Let's stay with the security matter. All right, let's move on now. We're not looking at politics. I missed this call. Please, Muriel, do call back. For some reason, I couldn't hear you well. Let's get your thoughts. 16 more minutes to the top of the hour. I'll be out of here in about 11 minutes' time. So what say you as to the security concerns in the state? And maybe we should even make the conversation a bit deeper. For those cancelling events and for those calling off programs, what advice would you give to them? For those who have got business plans in River State, but you know what, state of emergency is carrying them away, what advice would you give to them? 92.3 Nigeriainfo, a beautiful morning to you. Welcome.
Hello, good morning, Kalada.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is King. I'm calling from Africa.
King, all the way from Okrika. I want to ask you, what kingdom are you king over, but don't mind me. Welcome on the show. What are your security concerns?
Okrika is peaceful. There's no security threat here.
Okay.
Everybody is moving out for his legitimate business. The atmosphere is calm. Nothing like threats over here. That's what I can say. I personally moved out to see some areas if there's any security threat. Even though I'm not a security agent, I took it upon myself.
Why did you do what gave you the inspiration to do, the motivation to do that?
I did that because of what is going on in the state, and the River State is not peaceful because of that, and state of emergency declared.
Okay.
And, in my environment, I have to move out on my own to find out things. What are
truly, it's not peaceful.
It's like that.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I like your school of thought. So they say your state is not peaceful. So you wanted to see, you're part of that state. Yeah. Interesting angle. Anyways, thank you very much, King. Keep doing what you do for society. We appreciate.
Thanks.
All right, then. Keep the calls coming in. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0007. This has to do with the image of River State. It has to do with the image of Port Harcourt. And I'm wondering what security concerns you have in your area. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name? Sorry?
Mr. Friday from Bori.
Friday from Bori. I think you need to speak into your mouthpiece so we can hear you well. Okay. All right. Bori is very peaceful. There is no. I can barely, but I think I heard what you said.
Bori is very peaceful.
All right, Bori is very peaceful. All right, thank you very much. Bori is very peaceful. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Good morning to you.
Hello, KDB, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, reporting from Okrika Live, KDB.
What are you reporting? you reminded me of those days, when we would sit in front of the TV and watch Newsline or Arrest TV, and you will hear reporting live from. Or that's what you just reminded me of. But Mira, what's happening in Okrika?
Oh, everywhere is peaceful. Honestly, I must say, KDB, I think Okrika is relatively the most peaceful community in River State.
That's your opinion.
I haven't heard anything.
Ida from Inkoro will tell you.
Up to this point in Okrika.
Okay.
So I think kudos to the chiefs and the kings and the leaders in this community. But it's peaceful. Everything is going on. Where students are in school, observing break now, and everything is okay.
All right. Thank you. Can I dare say that River State is a peaceful state? Unlike what people believe of us on social media. Can I dare say that? But let's come here. 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's your name?
My name is Ibiso Cyrus. I'm calling from Tombia.
Ibiso from Tombia. Ibiso, welcome. What is it like in Tombia as at this moment?
Tombia is extremely peaceful. As I'm talking to you now, I'm standing at jetty. I walked all the way from this compound to the jetty. Everywhere is calm, no fight. Everywhere is peaceful.
So nobody is shouting. Okay, let me not.
Nobody. Everybody is just peaceful. People are just doing their normal business.
Okay.
Nothing is going on. Everybody is just calm.
All right then. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling in, Ibiso. Let's come here. WhatsApp. This one says, I'm in Chokocho. The community is peaceful. The people peaceably calm and cool. Pastor Athanasius Patrick from Chokocho. Thank you. This one says, so far, Magwa, where I reside, is peaceful. My only worry is that we're close to the airport. And anybody home? All right, moving on. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kalada.
Yes, welcome.
Okay, Kalada, the only security concern I have right now is argument from people who are for or against the latest development in River State.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about people. If you want to listen
why I'm saying so is because it is security threat. It is leading to fight. Right now, just some minutes ago at Rumokuruchi,
yeah,
something like that happened.
What
people were pushing themselves and all that.
What happened? What happened?
It is good. It is good. Some people are on the side of the FCT minister saying the state of emergency is good, and the other side is opposing and all that. And they are pushing themselves, trying to implement their decision on what they feel is right and wrong and all that. So that's just my.
So have you called the police to report to fighting?
Fake news. Yes, fake news. That's my concern.
All right, social media fake news and people. But I was going to ask you if you've called the police against to fighting.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah. I'm talking about Asoda.
What's your name?
My name is Emmanuel Sokari. You know Emmanuel Sokari.
Emmanuel Sokari, calling from Awuda.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So hello, Awuda. Okay.
Awuda is okay.
Okay.
And Mr. President, for what he did.
All right. Okay. All right. You're thanking him. Thank you very much. Let's come here. Let's read this message first. It says, I think the Ivanas are right. Let's come here. 92.3 Nigeriainfo. A beautiful morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Emmanuel calling from Alu.
Emmanuel from Alu. You're the second person calling in from Alu. How is Alu? Should I say hello, Alu?
Yeah, Alu is fine.
Okay.
And we are not saying all this. I've been listening to River State is fine. We are not saying it is fine because of the present administrator.
Oh, we're not looking at the politics.
Imagine.
Okay.
River State has been fine even before the state of emergency.
I see. Okay. All right. And you're thinking Rivers people are peaceful people, so they wouldn't take laws into their hands.
Yes, we are not saying it's fine because of the state of emergency or because of the state and the new administrator. That's not why we are saying it's fine.
Interesting angle to it. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So basically, the last caller is saying, "Hey, we love peace." Chance 92.3 Nigeriainfo. Okay, what's your name?
Right now that I'm calling you, I'm standing at Buguma Jetty.
What's your name? What's your name before you tell?
My name is Chief Comrade. I am Brave.
All right, so you're at the jetty now.
Yeah, I'm at the jetty. I can just cite military officers. As usual, they normally stay there. We are there from onset. So I think Buguma is very peaceful. This morning I've been to the council area. They are going for their normal duty. And within the community, there is peace and order. There is no lawlessness.
So there's nobody who is trying to instigate any form of violence, political violence of some sort.
There is no anybody that is instigating.
All right.
Everybody is going out for their lawful duty.
All right, interesting. Thank you very much, Braid. I would not say I've been able to get calls from all parts of Rivers State, but I've been able to get calls from a substantive, area of River or areas of Rivers State. My time is up. However, what I've learned on the show this hour is that Rivers State is peaceful and we should continue to be peaceful, but let's also be security conscious. Let's ensure that we take note of people in our vicinity, our locality, our environment, and just be security conscious, basically. I am Kalada Kurubatabo, and I thank you for listening into Hello Port Harcourt today. Do stay tuned.